Krystal Azelton from the Secure World Foundation. Thank you once again for being on Australia in Space TV here at the 40th Space Symposium in Colorado Springs. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. It's great to be here with you.
Now, we've been working together for some years now. It's actually, we are getting on now. You've got your own event coming up as well. And also we'll get your insights into the symposium here in terms of sustainability. But yeah, just introduce us to what you've got come up with your sustainability event.
Yeah, so as you know, we were delighted to host the 6th Summit for Space Sustainability in the Asia-Pacific region last year. Had a very successful event in Tokyo, which was really focused on hearing Asia-Pacific perspectives around sustainability. So everything from space situational awareness to space insecurity, etc. All those videos are online. It was a real opportunity to gain that insight. For this year, we really feel that the impetus around space sustainability is being driven a lot by Europe at the moment. There is a lot happening on space policy, the upcoming Space Act. A bunch of countries are rewriting their space strategies. ESA is developing a number of programs and initiatives like the Zero Debris Charter and its adjacent roadmap. So we just felt like between that, all of the innovation, it was a great time to take the event to our friends in Europe. So we're delighted to be co-hosting it with CNES, the French space agency, as well as the French government. And I would invite all of your viewers to take a look at that. We just announced the dates and we'll be putting the agenda up soon.
Okay, when is it? It's Paris, right?
Yes, absolutely. October 22nd and 23rd, so 3 full weeks after IAC in central Paris.
Well, good plug there for IAC as well.
Absolutely.
In Sydney, we'll see you there.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it.
Wonderful. Sustainability here, it's a full program, and this is the biggest space event in the United States, and interesting times in the country at the moment. But sustainability is still on the radar here?
It is. I've definitely been keeping an ear open with the different events and the conversations here at Space Symposium. I think the the elephant in the room, I'll just come out and say it, is everyone's wondering what's going to happen with United States government policy around a lot of things, including space sustainability. And we're certainly still hearing a commitment to space safety and all of the associated aspects, but there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of mixed signals. And I think a lot of that, unfortunately, is continuing. I think we've seen a real commitment to space and defense this week, making it clear that the United States is going to stay firmly in lockstep with its allies, which I think is good news because there's definitely some questions on that. But in terms of its space sustainability goals, we're still looking for direction from the government. We hear good things, but we also hear some concerning ones. And I don't think we got particularly far. What's going to happen at NASA with the Space Sustainability Office is still fairly unclear. We don't have a lot of appointments. I think some of you may have been following NASA's hearing today to confirm Jared Isaacman. That focused, interestingly enough, a lot on space security as well. So I wish I had more of an answer. We see a lot of questions, and that sort of just also means that we're going to need to continue to look to our partners around the world to lead the charge, along with hopefully the United States as well.
Well, I don't know if you've had a look at IAC, but sustainability is part of their agenda as well. So at an international level, it's still up there. Any new developments from Secure World Foundation? You've got your summit as well, but any other recent news or something that the audience might look out for?
Oh, absolutely. So the two things I'd highlight to your audience is 2 recent publications, completely free and openly available. So just last week, we published the 2025 edition of the Global Counter Space Capabilities Threat Assessment Report. If someone's unfamiliar, that is the world's largest, most comprehensive open source assessment of counter space capabilities around the world. It grew from a report of originally 6 countries. It now covers 12 countries. And it really allows for transparency and discussion around things like anti-satellite testing, cybersecurity, etc. So definitely check that out. For anyone who's newer to the space industry or who is shifting around and wants to learn more about policy, I'd also point you towards our Handbook for New Space Actors. Our 2nd edition of this very popular resource just came out in the fall. And so we will be distributing that. It's available free online. And that's where you go if you want to say, well, I don't actually know what international law says about space. Well, we've got that laid out for you. If you want to know how national governments approach space sustainability, we've got that laid out. And if you're a company who wants to say, well, what is agreed upon around best on-orbit best practice, we've got that laid out. So it's a great resource, and again, completely freely available.
Beautiful. We'll have the links in the show notes. But great. Krystal, once again, we'll continue to work with Secure World Foundation and enjoy the rest of the 40th Space Symposium here in Colorado Springs. And hopefully, well, I don't know if I'm going to see you in Paris, but I'll be asking our team and see if we can get there for sure.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me today.